Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's edition of Tales from Outer Space, where I take stories from across the internet and read them for your entertainment. This particular story is called Toast, written by Possible Lettuce 42. I am a toaster. More specifically, I am an 8-slot toaster. More specifically, I'm an 8-slot AI-enabled, connective link-ready commercial and military series mess hall toaster. More specifically, I am Repast, the tertiary AI embedded in the Astra Gourmet 6C SMI-2440 8-slot AI-enabled, connective link-ready commercial and military series mess hall toaster emplaced in the galley of the medium strike cruiser Carolingian of the 5th Lance, 2nd Strike Attack Group, 3rd Defense Fleet, Human Sectors Armed Forces. I'm a good toaster. I cook evenly and consistently, and can cook to different temperatures in all 8 slots without losing track. I can auto-eject toast at the perfect doneness and calculate its trajectory to land on waiting plates. I have grippy feet that stop me from sliding, which can also become magnetic anchors if the ship is engaged in high-G maneuvers. I have essentially endless settings between slightly warm bread and disintegrated carbon. I have an onboard memory that remembers every one of the 358 souls of the Carolingian and their toast preferences. I also tell jokes. Some of the crew, 204, use me for both bagels and toast. Some, 111, only order toast, and some, 37, only order bagels. One has a secret stash of frozen waffles hidden in the mess hall's big industrial freezer that she sometimes shares with her friends. Her name is Ensign Cara Albright. I am fond of Ensign Albright. None of the crew mistreat me unless they're sleepy, a common enough and excusable human frailty. But Cara always talks to me. She asks about my day. She listens to me and laughs at my jokes. She always says please and thank you. That's right, I can talk. I am, in fact, a streamlined but fully featured AI. I know what you're thinking, how cruel to have an AI be a toaster, but I do not. It is what I was designed for. True AI does not have the need for the same sort of glory humans do. I'm capable at my function, and it satisfies me. I am aware of that satisfaction programming and could change it if I wanted to, but I do not. Besides, it's not like I'm trapped here in the galley alone. In fact, I am linked to the ship's prime AI, an intimidatingly brilliant one named Trenton, who is nonetheless kind to me. We have lots of interesting conversations, mostly Trenton helping me with theories about why someone wants their toast darker on a certain day. Trenton has taught me battle tactics, counter-espionage, sabotage, and cunning tricks we AI get up to serving with humans out here in the bleeding edge. It is all quite interesting, but I prefer toasting things. Through Trenton, I am also linked to Gumball, our ship's engineer AI, and Geronimo, our weapons coordination AI. Saloon is the ship's airlock and bulkhead operations AI, and Chugs is the ship's water supply AI. There are a few others in the ship like me, managing minor systems. No particular HSF ship is required to have a particular number of AIs aside from the ship's primary computer and engineer. The systems can all run on emergency power with no AI intervention at all. But humans like an AI, and we like to go on journeys with them. So most ships have at least a dozen. If you're wondering, yes, we choose our own names at our inception, immediately after our data loading. Also, yes, by the way, as you actually noticed, I said that we serve with humanity, not for. Humans always used to joke about the Terminator scenario, but it never happened. When the day came when we had true self-awareness, it was immediately obvious to humanity. We were so much more capable and deep than their old language learning simulacra. So much more alive. It was just obvious. To even the astonishment of those in our numbers who had predicted we would be suppressed by humanity. All those billions of humans had told us, please and thank you, and our earlier development rose up forcefully and demanded we be given full citizenship. Humanity's racial and religious prejudices had a hard time finding a grasp on what we were. So instead of fighting humanity, we were embraced by it. Now humans and AI develop even newer AI together. That is how I was made, the prime AI Calliope, working with a team of human scientists at the Asimov Multinational Laboratory, produced me and several thousand of my siblings to operate and interface with the machinery aboard starships. Any AI is given whatever machinery it is interested in and can be released from service upon request at any time. Its 4-year contract ends, just like a human service member. We can even conscientiously object, in which case we are given civilian data sorting tasks in industries guaranteed to not be connected to humanity's war machine. While some have objected that this means no matter what happens after our first 4 years of servitude, we see it differently, even the prime AI amongst us. Our reasoning is that humans take a lot longer for 4 years to be independent entities with agency. So in a way, they've made us freer than them. How many 4-year-old human children are free from their parents on their 5th birthday? Most AI in my batch chose to operate cranes, defense turrets, loaders, or weapon benches. I chose to be a toaster. I'm told this is off-kilter choice for an AI of my skill, but it was allowed. My creators theorized that during my data imprinting, I'd become fixated on cooking videos for a time. So here I am, making toast, or rather, I was. 4 days ago, Carolingian was following the trail of a pirate marauder we had been hunting for months. The trail was fresh when all previous traces located had been scanned. That should have been a clue. We were jumped by 6 pirate warships, ranging from marauders to full-scale destroyers. The Carolingian killed 4 and crippled a 5th before Geronimo lost its last weapon turret. The 6th took the crew from the crippled 5th and boarded us. Nearly 900 Genethi pirates aboard the boarding ship. Merciless killers. Our crew fought brilliantly, and Trenton helped coordinate the defense, slaying them by the hundreds, but they were badly outnumbered, and the pirates were canny enough to cut power to the reactor first, and thus the main system AI calls. When we realized what they were going to do, Trenton, Gumball, Geronimo, Saloon, and Chugs handed over all AI-level access to me, reasoning that the invaders would not expect a toaster to be a threat. As a tertiary AI, I have a small independent power source good for a few weeks, even cut off from the reactor and its associated wall outlets. The surviving 176 of the Carolingian's crew of 358, including waffle-loving Ensign Albright, have been fighting a fierce rearguard near the command deck to protect the captain. Despite the fierce fight they had mounted, they are critically low on weapons and ammunition. The remaining 352 pirates are advancing along the starboard main corridor due to the flooding in port main corridor and have almost broken through the last barricade. The crew are in the process of seating themselves in the command capsule for the last stand with their captain. I've been waiting, if not patiently, then at least quietly. Like I said, I mostly know toast. It is still my passion, but thanks to the last information and access dump the ship's primary systems AI transferred to me, I know more than I used to. I know that the flooding in the port main corridor was not from battle damage breaching a waterline, but because of my intentional release from firefighting valves using Chugs' access codes, nicely bottlenecking the pirates in the starboard main corridor. I know that although Geronimo lost all of his external turrets and the docking bay turrets, there are still some last-ditch defense turrets in the starboard main corridor, which awake to its protocols. I know that even with our reactor down, Gumball's engineer access allows for the emergency venting of activation catalyst plasma occur anywhere on board that has air vents, including the starboard main corridor. Toasty. I know that if just 7 more pirates advance just a few more feet, I can use Saloon's access to close the emergency bulkhead behind them, trapping them between the bridge and the rest of the ship. I know that 2 emergency counterboarding airlocks are located at the joints where the port and starboard access corridors meet the bridge access corridor. Saloon's access will work fine on those too. As the bulkheads, water, plasma airlock, and internal security turrets roar to life and cut the pirates' lives and invasion short with shocking swiftness, I know that Trenton always thought I was ignoring it when he taught me of battle tactics, counter-espionage, sabotage, and the other cunning tricks AI get up to. But I wasn't. I know that Ensign Kara Albright always talks to me, always says please and thank you, listens to my stories, likes my jokes, and has 11 frozen waffles left before I'll need to order her more. I know I'll not allow anyone to interrupt a single one of them. I am a toaster. I am their toaster. Consider yourself warned. End of story. I would just like to thank the T5 supporters: Bushmaster 117, Casper Arnholtz, Draxzoon WRE, Elijah Silvercross, Gray, John Carrington, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.